Well, a very good evening to you, and thank you for joining us once again at the Sandton Convention Center at the South African Police's Excellency Service Awards. And what is important about these awards is that the police, who are the pillars of our society, are being recognized for their hard work and dedication and contribution to keeping South Africa safer. And with me to discuss this issue even further is the Minister of Police, Minister Nathi Nhleko. Minister, thank you so much for joining us. Why are these awards so important to the society, to the police, and the morale of the police?
No, they're extremely important for a variety of reasons. For starters, it's always important to encourage people who do good. Whether is it your children at home or anybody in society, those who do good must actually be encouraged per se. Now, but this encouragement, for an example, is also something that any one of us, whether in the police service or in society, must also aspire to, in a sense. So if somebody else is doing good and is performing well, myself as the colleague next to that person will certainly copy the best sort of examples and best practice kind of issues and so on, because I would also love to be recognized for the work that I do or the contribution that I make and so on. So these awards are extremely important for such reason. Now, it will also be well understood that police, they conduct work under extremely difficult conditions in securing our society and so on, and our people. And therefore it's important to recognize and value the contribution that they make.
Minister, the police have come under fire really for a lot of issues that have happened in society in terms of training, a lack of training, sufficient training, in terms of police not taking the mandate that they've been bestowed seriously. But these awards are a way of trying to change public perceptions. How do you think these awards will start moving towards getting the public to acknowledge that there are excellent police officers in society?
I think for starters, we need to appreciate that policing is a science. Now, we deal with human beings, and we deal with emotions of people on a day-to-day basis. So there shall always be views and be perceptions and be interpretations and of all sorts of manner of things and so on about the work that we do. We appreciate that and accept that. But we are also saying that such kind of energy, for an example, should then be attracted towards the constructive engagement aspect in such a manner that we're also shaping. It will help us also to shape, as the police, to be able to do our work better from time to time. So criticism is welcome, because we appreciate that we are doing work on behalf of South Africans and we're in the service of South Africans. Now, but much as we have had all forms and different shades of problems in the work that we do, but we should also acknowledge that the South African Police Service has done extremely well in securing the interests of this country, and also even major events in this country, be it your sporting events, be it any other, including political events such as elections and so forth. We've been able to secure such a kind of activities, for an example.
Minister,
so there shall always be challenges here and there, and we accept that.
Minister, in your speech you spoke about the crime statistics starting to show a trend of decline. Can you talk to us more about that?
No, there is. If you take, there is a decrease. If you take the period of, let's say, your 10 and 5-year periods, in overall, crime shows a decrease. Of course, in the past 2 years, there has been an increase in the rate of, for instance, when it comes to issues of murder and other violent crimes and so forth. But still, even if we have had that increase, it still doesn't reverse the 10-year and the 5-year trend and so on. Now, and all that we are saying to the South African society is that surely these particular crime statistics are bound to be something different towards the positive, for an example, if we all intensify our efforts, both at the societal level as well as ourselves as the police, in ensuring that these social ills are eliminated among ourselves, so that ourselves as the police are able to then effectively enforce the law where it is expected of us to do so.
Minister, another issue that certainly has been a concern, not just to the police, but also in the public sector, the public space, has been the increasing rate of police officers who've been killed either on duty or off duty. What is your plan to try and start protecting your police officers, or giving them the correct equipment to be able to better protect themselves against these issues?
Part of the elements of the back to basics approach that we're advocating is also about conscientizing and reminding ourselves as police officers what are the basics of policing. For an example, it's a known drill that if we are approaching, let's say, a crime scene, for an example, one of the things that you should be in a position to do as a police officer is to assess the overall situation quite quickly in terms of what it really is and how it represents and how it presents itself, and therefore take quick decisions, for instance, to call for backup, amongst other things. You know, it's such basic things such as this. Where you are required to wear a bulletproof vest, please put on a bulletproof vest. You know, things like so. We're also emphasizing on such things. But the key thing is that the question of the killing of members of the police is a societal matter. Now, it represents the most backward kind of activity that society can embark upon to kill policemen and women, for an example, on duty. Because policemen and women are there to protect us, but they are also there to serve the public interest, our own interests as ordinary South Africans and so on. So it is also something that we ourselves as ordinary members of society must also stand up and basically condemn.
Minister, my final question, how far are the talks in terms of the overhaul of the policing sector after the final feedback of the Marikana report in terms of renewing some of the critical issues within the sector? Just a brief comment on that.
Yes. You'll appreciate that we have announced, for instance, the constitution of the panel of experts, and we are finalizing some few sort of aspects around that, and it is expected that in the next 30 days or so the panel of experts will then also be firmly sort of assembled and start work accordingly.
All right, thank you so much, Minister of Police, Mr. Nathi Nhleko, talking to us really about the importance of today's Excellency Awards, and also giving us some insight on some of the plans that have been put into place to try and reinforce and strengthen the policing sector in our country.